you need to do as a team differently to last week to get through the tie? And secondly, what's the update on the fitness of Martial, Anthony and Harry Maguire?
Well, let's start with that. Of course, we have still a training to go, but I expect Harry Maguire and Anthony Dos Santos available. Anthony Martial is not available. He's back on the pitch, not back in the team training, so we'll wait for that. Yeah, but we do different. That is, you will see tomorrow on the pitch, and then you see it. We have an idea, of course, but of course we can't tell that now.
Erik, hi. Barcelona over recent years have had to make some pretty serious financial decisions, in part to try and keep up with clubs like United and those in the Premier League. Given your experience outside of England in particular and now coming into the Premier League, do you have any issues with how much more money Premier League clubs have to spend, even over a club like Barcelona, world famous, supported by so many millions?
Yeah, it's obvious. I think that is the developments in international football, and so there are regulations, and everyone has to keep the regulations. It's also clear. But be fair, I'm not totally informed about all those regulations. It's not my job in the club. My job is to have a good team, to develop the team, and so give good team performances.
Erik, a big week for Manchester United that kicked off with that impressive win over Leicester. Did you expect massive occasions like this, the game against Barcelona and then the Cup final, to come so early on in your spell as United boss? And can you give us an idea of how the dressing room, how excited they are for this week?
Yeah, definitely, and we all want to play big games, big matches, and that is when we were young and we dreamed of it, and we are now in a position, and it's still February, as you say, but a big game is coming up, and we are really enjoy it. We're really looking forward to it, and we're really excited, and we have to give our best because we want to match with the best.
Rafa, you have experience with how difficult it is to beat Barcelona and play in those occasions. How impressed were you with how the team performed at Camp Nou, and how confident are you that you guys can finish the job tomorrow night?
I think the first game against Barcelona was a very good game, top level, two offensive teams who wants to press high on the pitch. The level was very good, and it was a good result for us. Obviously, in the first half we could score maybe more goals, but in general we played with character and personality on the pitch, which was very important. And I think for the second game we know exactly how we want to play. We want to play with passion, with discipline on the pitch, and believe. And I think we have a good team and we are ready for that challenge.
Yeah. Raphael, if I could ask, how much confidence does it give an effectively new team to win a match of this size against an opponent of this size?
I think on the last month we grow a lot. I think we are playing with more confidence, and tomorrow the atmosphere will be electric. So we have to manage our emotions and stay calm and believe. And I think we improved a lot already as a team. And the next step is to beat teams like Barcelona, and it's a great challenge for us and a great opportunity.
Raphael, what's been the difference between this season and last season, which was regarded as one of the worst seasons the club's had in a long time, whereas this season everyone feels that the club's a genuine force again?
I think first of all it's the confidence, and secondly I think it's the discipline. I think tactically we are following exactly the rules, and we know exactly how we want to play, how we want to manage the game, and and I think the qualities in the squad. But yeah, I think with a little bit more experience and the mentality of competition and winning mentality, we already improved a lot, and that's maybe the difference between this season and the last season.
Hi, you were pictured having dinner, I think, with Sir Alex Ferguson. There's a picture that's come out. I appreciate you may not want to divulge what was said, but how valuable is it having his experience and expertise to call upon when needed, particularly ahead of big European nights like tomorrow night?
Oh, it's massive. And I always enjoy it to speak with people who have a lot of knowledge, have a lot of experience, and he wants to share it, and so he wants to help, he wants to support. You feel Manchester United is his club. He feels so committed, and he wants that we are doing well, and so it was a great night. I'm looking forward for next night with him.
So first and foremost, hi Erik. I just wonder what your thoughts were, given that Xavi is going to be without Gavi and Pedri, who played in the first game, and I wondered whether or not you had an opinion on if Xavi is going to change his system, perhaps put 4 across the middle as he did in Camp Nou.
Yeah, so I don't know what Xavi is thinking, but it's obviously Gavi, Pedri, big, great players. Although they are very young, they already have a positive effect on the game of Barcelona. But also their squad is so much depth in it that they have players who can replace them. And tomorrow will be a very good team for Barcelona. So if we want to win, we have to play our best.
Obviously, we've spoken about the fact that Gavi and Pedri will hopefully be missing for this second leg, but also Dembele. Could you tell us what you feel, Rafa, about those absences, and do you think that makes your team favourites tomorrow?
Bueno, yo creo que
obviously there are important absences in the squad, but also Barcelona have a big squad and they can find replacements for this. We need to be prepared to compete, and they can bring players in who are ready to play in this game. I think we have to be prepared, and we have to play the same or even better to go through and qualify for the next round.
Erik, you have the chance to win a title this weekend. You have the chance to eliminate Barcelona from a European Cup this week, and you're still in the title race. How would you summarize the progress the team has made this season, and do you feel like Manchester United are getting enough credit at the moment?
Oh, definitely. But it's not about credit, it's about trophies. And we have the opportunity, but the first focus point is always the next game. And in that league, we can't win the trophy this week. And we have to go from game to game. That's the focus, but especially we have to keep in the same mindset, and that every day we want to give a better version of ourselves. And we are sure when you face such big teams as Barcelona, you have to play your best. Otherwise, you don't have a chance. And so we want to get through to go to the next round. So really, tomorrow we have to give the best performance from this season, and we believe in it. Looking forward to it. So it gives a lot of energy.
Last question, Chris.
Hi, Erik. You were very animated with the fans after the game on Saturday. Clearly it's a big game for you. You had some big games in Europe at the end of your time at Ajax. I think Benfica and Roma were two of the big ones. Does this feel like your biggest game in Europe since the Ajax Spurs semi in 2019?
For me, is the next game always the biggest game. So I have to go back, but I'm not the type who is looking back. I'm looking forward, and so I'm really totally excited tomorrow. Two big, great teams facing each other at Old Trafford. It will be a massive atmosphere, great ambience, and that I think is the best you can get.